What up, Garden Trail family? This is the third video in this series. I'm gonna be giving you guys updates on the beds that I finished for spring and some of the trees that I planted. I planted some wildflowers. If you have not seen the first two videos, make sure you pause this one, go back and watch the other two videos so you can kind of get a rundown of my spring plans, and then come back and watch this video and you'll get to see how my backyard is slowly transforming. I'm really excited. I planted some new trees, tangerine, pomegranate. I also planted an almond tree, Fuji apple tree, and a willow tree. And I also planted some daffodils and lilies. They're still in the ground. They haven't came up yet. But anyway, enough of this rambling. Let's go ahead and check out the video. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates. There's definitely gonna be a part 4, maybe a part 5 to this series as I continuously work on my backyard. And you guys get to come along for this journey with me. So let's jump into the video. So it is early. The sun isn't all the way out yet, but this is the first bed that I finished. We have the Texas sage, the the autumn sage. We have I forgot what type of lavender this is, but look at how pretty. It's already starting to bloom. We have the Mexican sage, and it's starting to bloom as well. We have, I believe this is the Spanish lavender, and a pod is growing, so that's gonna be blooming soon. And then I just repeated the same kind of plants on the other side of this lavender as well. So the Mexican sage, lavender, autumn sage, Texas sage. And then I just had like a blank spot over here, so I just went ahead and put my dianthus flowers here. I also went back in and cleared out some more of the old roots that were here and rocks and things. I put some plant food down, and I sprinkled a bit of this wildflower mix on top. So I really can't wait to see how that turns out. The wildflowers are gonna grow pretty tall, which is okay. They're annual flowers, so it'll make the bed fuller while these other plants have a chance to grow in, and these are perennial plants. So once the wildflowers die down, these might be a little bit more established and bigger and fuller. So that was the whole idea behind that. And then over here, I just put my succulents that I had, laying around, and this is going to fill up nice and full, especially with these. And you can see the flowers already starting to come in, so I'm excited about that. Over here is I believe these are yellow roses, and this was my crown of thorns. I think during the showers that we had, it got too cold and too wet, so it's not really looking the best. This one looks okay, but I may need to move it to a sunnier area so it can get as much sun as possible. So I think that's what I'm going to do later on, and I'm probably going to move this too, and then just have the wildflowers over here because I did sprinkle more of the wildflower seeds over here. Let's move to the next. So over here I put the more dianthus. I have some yellow flowers that are right here. I have the star lavender there. I have I think these are going to be the orange roses, and these are going to be the white roses. I had a plumeria right here. I believe it just got too wet and too cold, so that's dying out. So I'm gonna have to take that out, and I'm gonna put the rose over there, over here. I have some trailing periwinkle, and also some, what are these called? Sea bloom or something like that right here. I also I saw what happened to this plumeria, so I covered my other 2 plumerias in here to protect it from the frost. So hopefully they survive. And this rosemary bush has been here for a while, so that's why it looks really lush and full. This is the almond tree that I planted. So it's nothing on it right now, but I also put some more of those wildflower seeds around it, so while it's growing in and establishing, it will have, some nice color around it. I also did it for this willow tree and for the pomegranate tree, and you can see the new leaves growing on the pomegranate tree, so I'm excited. I'm happy that it's, not dying. And once again, I did spread those wildflower seeds here. This is the tangerine tree. I made sure to put plant food in the base, and then also spread some wildflower seeds there. This is the apple tree. Oh, look, it has 1 leaf. And I also did the same thing with the wildflower seeds. Now this is just like a bed of mixed flowers. So I have kind of like the wildflowers up here, and milkweed back there, and the hibiscus way in the back. And it's actually not looking too good. I think it's just been so cold. It kind of was affected by that frost and cold that we had for the past couple of days. So I'm gonna figure out how to save this plant, because this one was doing so well when I first put it in, and it makes a pretty yellow hibiscus flower. So I'm gonna figure out what to do about these back here. This bed does get a lot of sun, but since it's still winter, it's pretty cold. So I'm just gonna figure out what to do. Maybe I'll have to cover them, because I have my 2 plumerias covered. One is there, one is there. So I covered those from the frost and the cold. So I might have to do that as well with my hibiscus, and maybe just this whole bed in general. I'm still thinking about it, but yes. And this is my jasmine plant. I was thinking about putting it here, but I really love the smell of Arabian jasmine, so I was thinking maybe to put it closer to the door or my window. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. That's why it's still in the pot, but I do want to get it in the ground soon. And look what happened to my poor greenhouse. The winds came and pretty much tore my greenhouse to shreds. So I'm gonna have to get a new cover for it. The frame is still fine, thankfully. I'm just gonna have to get a brand new plastic cover for it, and I'm gonna try to find one made of better material. I might actually just stick this right here, so next time the winds come, I can stake it into the ground. And yesterday I worked on planting my bulbs. So in here I have my lilies and daffodils. In this one I have daffodils, and in this one I have daffodils. And as you can see, I still have a good amount left. And look, they're already starting to sprout and come up. So I definitely want to start getting these in the ground soon. I love daffodils. They're a very pretty perennial plant. So I'm just gonna figure out, I'm either gonna put them in that bed way back there, or in this corner once I remove those two plants and put them in this bed over here. Still thinking about it. I'm also going to clear this area out of all these plants and make this another bed right here. That's how I had it last year. I had corn and watermelon growing over here, but then I started using this area to store my plants. But I'm gonna move all these things out. I want to find a bed or a space for my food plants, because I have some herbs, kale, peppers, tomatoes, and things that I need to get in the ground. And hopefully these pepper plants come back. They are looking a little struggle, so I might actually bring them inside where it is warmer so they don't freeze to death. So I'm gonna move these right now actually, so I can remember to take them inside. Let's move that, and I actually think I'm going to just dig up those tomato plants because I don't think they're going to give me anything else. So these two were tomato plants, but as you can see, they're looking a bit struggle. So I think I'm just gonna pull them up and get some more tomatoes. And this is my eucalyptus tree. I might just container grow it. I'm gonna get like a huge container or pot for it. Like I have my lavender or my aloe vera over here, and just container grow it because these do grow pretty big in the ground. And we had a eucalyptus tree before in our backyard, and it really grew just huge and out of control, and we had to eventually get it cut down. So I love eucalyptus though. I don't want to give up on it. It reminds me of my grandfather who passed, so that's why I bought it. And I'm just probably gonna container grow it, you know. This looks so pretty and happy. So yeah. And we saw everything that was back here already. So yeah, that's pretty much all the updates I have for you right now. In the next video, I'm going to be clearing out this back bed back here, because as you can see, it just looks very shabby and scraggly. So I'm gonna clear these things out and put some of my daffodils back here. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.